Well, sitting right next to me right now is a man who has been his business for years, Corey Jones, a former New Jersey police sergeant who now runs Safetyman Security Counseling. You're trying to consulting, telling us how to react to something that's happening right now at a high school in North Carolina. Give us more of your background. How many years?
I did 25 years with the Mount Laurel Police Department.
SWAT?
I did 18 years of SWAT and 18 years as a shift commander.
So you've handled active shooter situations.
We handled a report of an active shooter. Thank God I never actually had to respond to one, but we did do a lot of training with our officers. And
now we do this, sadly, since, well, Columbine, which was 1999, one of these stories after the other, after the other, after the other. What do we do now? Let's just give another lesson.
Right.
If we go into a movie theater, if we go into a nightclub, if we go into a high school, if we go into any building at this point, what do we do? Is it still that thing of, you better start looking at exits to get out of, like on an airplane?
Absolutely, and that's a great example. You know how the flight attendants give you that couple of second speech before you take off? You want to pre-plan. You want to know where the exits are, you want to know where potential weapons are if you have to defend yourself, and you want to alert everybody with your party, your friends, your family, your kids, of what we're going to do if there's an emergency.
We're still getting the message, because I bet those kids who went into that dance hall, this nightclub the other night, when they walked in, they're thinking, well, give me a beer or whatever. They're having fun. They're laughing. They're not thinking, okay, you know, Alex, what exit are we going to go out of in case somebody comes in and shoots up the place?
I think a lot of people don't realize that it's come to this now.
Exactly. And, you know, we fly on an airplane, and do you really give that much attention to the flight attendant, or are you playing on your phone? We just need to step back. Don't be paranoid, but be ready.
And then also, when you think about the type of situation when it comes to the Thousand Oaks shooting, where it happened at a nightclub, the nightclub kind of, part of their advertising was, hey, we have one of the largest dance floors in town. When you think of a dance floor, it's a flat surface, and there's nothing obstructing it. So I think about those people. They know where to hide. Where do you go? What do you do in a situation like that?
If you have your pre-plan, you know where the exits are, you kind of want to run and get off the exits. How I teach my clients is just immediately start to run and take the people you can with you. Give loud, repetitive verbal commands. You call 911, you get to the exit, you be ready to fight. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And then you have to make that plan.
So when you hear the pop, 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 do you hit the deck? Do you go flat on the ground and crawl to the exit that you pre-planned in your head?
It's situation specific. If anyone were to sit here and tell you it's always A or always B, they'd be lying to you. I'd have to tell you, you have to read it, use your senses, and if you pre-planned it, you'll narrow it down to one or two choices.
Teaching people about this now. Active shooter situation. This is what it's, like Alex said, this is what it's come to. You have to go out probably every day and teach people how to react.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I do have to do that, and the people do seem happier that they're now prepared.
What about with this latest situation out of North Carolina when it comes to a high school? With that, you think if it's a classroom, there's a closed door, there's lots of desks. What do you do? Are you supposed to run, or should you go under the desk?
Again, I go back to what I said before. The schools are trained really, really well across the country. I've done a lot of training with the schools in my township and throughout the county. And usually they're going to hide, lock the door, turn the lights off, and go on an inside wall. Schools are really, really hard once you get inside to then breach a classroom. You know what I mean? Because those doors are really, really secure. A purposely built school because of the fire code and so forth. So if the kids hear the active shooter command or the lockdown command, they're designed. I'm getting a little upset just because we keep talking about this, and there's another one happening right now, and it's frustrating that we try to train people to handle these things, but have a plan, be ready, and execute it.
Do you have kids?
I do have 2 stepchildren, and they go to school in the town that we live in. They put Class 3 officers that are armed now right at the front of the school, and I do feel a lot safer because I train with that agency as well.
So when you hear something like that, it gets to you?
Yeah. It's
even though you're trained?
Yeah, I'm trained, but I'm not there. I'm here.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, thank you. What's the name of your business again if people want to reach out to you?
Safetyman Security Consulting, safetyman.co.
That's you.
Okay. We'll have you back.
Thank you. Be ready and be safe, everybody.
You got it.
Thank you.
Quick break.